Hey everyone and welcome back to some more Civilization 6. So, I was just thinking about the archaeologist. He costs 400 production to recruit, which is a lot of production. Which means we need a high production city. And I actually found the best candidate. This one. This city actually has pretty damn high production, so we are going to use this one. But first we need an archaeological museum, because that's actually required to recruit archaeologists. Which means we'll have to wait a little bit. But that's okay, we'll wait, not a big deal. But we will need a lot of archaeologists at this rate. Because there are a lot of antiquity sites. Not just on our home continent, but also on the other one. There are at least like 5 or 6, if not more than that. What do you want? Our apostle is in our own territory, what the heck are you talking about? Okay then, I mean, whatever. I don't plan converting him. I just don't want his apostles in my territory. Alright, mine and then one more mine over here. That's what we're going to do. And we can explore a bit more to the southeast. I don't expect to find a whole lot, but we might as well explore the area. As for the trade route, I'm actually tempted to send it to Olympia, as in transfer the trader to Olympia. Let's give that a shot. And no need to attack the catapult, we can just ignore it and explore. And we got one more trade route. I might just use that one for an international trade route. But let's send it to the city we are going to recruit archaeologists in and see what the options are. As for the apostle, he needs to heal back to full, like so. And next turn. Yes, thanks for the spam. Is someone converting our cities again? Yes. That is a little bit annoying. But okay. And we got a great person. That is a great musician. Sure, why not? And production. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we need the archaeological museum. That will take 5 turns. Okay then. Carry on then. And next, we finished the armory. -1 amenities. We kind of need the zoo, I suppose. Campus, 6 turns. Oh, this is actually a pretty good location for a campus, right. We should definitely get that. But this style or this style? I don't think it makes a difference. We already got a district over here. No, it doesn't really make a difference. I don't like spending 220 gold to buy a tile with nothing, but in this case it's justified, I suppose. And once we finish that, we'll be able to just buy a library with faith. Okay, sounds good. But right now it looks like we are going to need more inquisitors, because I'm not going to let people convert our cities. That is not going to happen. Let's have a look. What about that musician? What do we actually need? Let's have a look. Must occupy district or wander with a free slot for the proper great work type. I don't think we have any, actually. Which makes this slightly awkward. Yeah, we don't have any, do we? Well then, never mind. Can we get some? Possibly? I don't actually know. Civic tree. Let's have a look. Well then, I guess we'll just keep him for now. Let's check Great Works. Yeah, we don't have the proper slot. Which is slightly annoying. We need a slot for music. Okay, we'll just keep him for now. I'm sure we'll get that eventually. And trade route. Right, that's Olympia. That's our newest city with niter. We could send it to Athens. That's +4 production. That is not bad. What are the other options? I really want the production. So that's what we'll go for. We could also send it to London, which is not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind the gold. So, okay, let's send him to London. That is fine. And one more. London again? Yeah, that's fine. That's a pretty damn good trade route. And that's 76 gold per turn. 2 more builds. So mine again. And that will do. And this will be a fort. Yep. And we should probably send some kind of unit there. Because that was kind of the whole point of building a fort. We could grab the knight. Or the pikeman. Yeah, the pikeman is fine, I suppose. Off you go then. And next turn. 11 turns to finish the theater. Looking forward to it. That is a lot of notification spam, holy crap.
Water and air.
And we got conservation, so this unlocks the naturalist.
Have become global garbage cans.
Which we can use to create a national park to attract tourists. And he must be purchased with faith. I wonder how expensive that's going to be. Resource management. We do not need that. Yeah, let's see just how expensive that's going to be. I'm curious. Holy crap, 1600 faith, what? I'm glad I saved the faith. But that's a lot of faith, holy crap. Alright, I guess we'll buy one once we get enough faith. And what about research? Maybe we should just finish Reform the Church. It's an entirely optional civic. So is Scorched Earth. But with naturalists costing that much faith, I might actually pick up double faith yield from Holy Site District buildings. Let's get Reformed Church. It's only 2 turns, not a big deal. We will also get electricity in 2 turns, which will unlock the power plant. Okay then, and envoy. We got 2 envoys. I could get Zanzibar back, but Rome will probably just send more envoys if I do that. I'd rather focus on other things. We can get Brussels and then 1 more to Hattusa. Then once we get 2 envoys again, we can get 6 in Hattusa. That is a good plan. Do we want culture or do we want production? I think I prefer production. Oh, we got 3 actually, okay. So we can get both in that case. Alright, that works. And let's explore a bit more. What do you want? I don't care about what you have to say about city-states. They are mine. Alright. Well, this guy will have to wait until we get the proper slot, which we currently do not have. As for the builder, if we want to maximize production here, then I guess we should get a lumber mill. Sounds good to me, we'll get a lumber mill. As for the military engineer, 1 more fort, somewhere, but where? Around this area? In case Scythia attacks us again? Possibly. And explore a bit more in this general direction. I don't really expect to find anything, but there are still more city-states that we can find. At least I'm pretty sure we didn't find every single city-state in the game. No, we did not. Right, let's move again. Are we done? Lumber mill. And we're done. 3 turns to finish the campus. What do you want? Oh yeah, we can actually trade spies when they get captured. I think I will accept. He will actually pay us quite a lot. Sure, accept. That is quite interesting. And we got that spy now. What do you want? Yeah, I don't care. You are too far away. I'm not going to spread my religion when you're on another continent. At least, not right now. We got better things to do. Norway seems super friendly. And there's electricity.
But it was the man who invented the meter who made the money.
So we definitely want a power plant. In at least some of our districts. The ones that will affect most cities.
The three great elements of modern
And
civilization.
also reform the church.
Gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant.
Okay, then I don't think we want to change policies. No, we're good. Or are we? I think so. Yeah, I don't see anything that I would actually want at the moment. Carry on then. What are we going to research next? Build a national park. That's the boost requirement for radio. We will be able to do that soon, we just need 1600 faith. Or we could research steel, but not yet, we need ballistics first. We will get that second fort. How many turns do we need to build it? A few more basically, because I want it somewhere around here. Maybe even on this exact tile. So that's basically 4 turns. Which is okay. Alright, let's just buy that tile immediately. Like so. And civics. Let's see, I would like to get the 3rd tier government. But we are not quite close. That basically means we need ideology. And that means we need mass media. I don't think we'll be waiting for radio. No, we will not be waiting for that. Enemy spies level reduced by 2 in your lands. However, all cities suffer -1 amenity. That's an interesting one, we won't be using that. But it's required for the governments. So I guess we need to go for it. It also grants the ability to recruit an additional spy, so that is useful. That's the plan. Okay then, carry on. And production. We could recruit 1 archaeologist in here, that's 23 turns. But alright, we need a lot of archaeologists. 1 city cannot get enough. Alright, we'll get 1 here, that's 23 turns. I'll live with it. And production. Let's have a look. What do we want? Industrial zone, 66 turns. 438 production. That is a lot of production. I think I'm hitting the soft cap for going wide. It's becoming really inefficient to get even more cities at this point. Because they just can't complete things fast enough. Yeah. Acropolis is not a very good idea. Campus, +1. I might just go for that industrial zone. It's probably the best option, honestly. Or we could get an encampment. I suppose that kind of works. If someone declares war on us. Yeah, that is not a bad idea. Let's see, I think we are more likely to go to war with Rome than England. And I'm not too worried about England. But we could get an encampment on this exact tile over here. That's not a bad idea, let's do that. And Olympia. Watermill or granary. We kind of need both, but let's get a watermill. I was originally going to buy it, but we can't afford it. Now we will not be switching a government. As for the privateer, not much else we can explore here. It's time to send him elsewhere. And builder. Can we do anything to speed up the archaeologist? Not really. We could get more food in this city by removing the marsh, which won't really help production, but I think we'll remove the marsh regardless. So that's 10 population. As for the spy, let's see. What do we want to do? Send him to London, perhaps? Maybe? We could give that a shot. Let's give it a shot, why not? And right, that's the pikeman. He will stay here. This is in range of city bombardment, but... alright. That's fine. I don't think we'll go to war with Spain unless I declare war myself. Which is a possibility, I suppose. But I got other plans at the moment. Grab a farm. And production. Oh yeah, that's a spy, right. Where do we want to send him? We could just send him to Germany again. Because we can. What else? Rome. England again. Japan. Let's actually send him to Japan. Off you go. And more production. Let's have a look. Archaeological museum. This city has pretty decent production. Let's get a museum, because I still want to get quite a few archaeologists. It would be nice to recruit them in more than one city at a time. And Acropolis, 15 turns. It doesn't make any sense building it here. We could get started on a submarine. That's a little bit expensive, but it would be nice to have one eventually. Alright, let's just get started on that, even though it will take over 30 turns. And explore some more. So what about these city-state quests? There are quite a few. Inspiration for capitalism. Send a trader out. We will not be sending a trader out to that city. Eureka for radio. What do you want? No, we will not move away from your border. This is our territory. What are you going to do? Declare war? I mean, he might. He does have some okay-ish units, but we got better. Fortify, and we got our apostle. There's not much we can do with him right now. We almost have enough faith. Looking forward to that. I think we should actually get more units, because we don't have that many units. We should get a bombard or 2 or 3. So we will get that. Alright, actually we can do it other way around, because this is a city with a stable. So cavalry. And we'll get a bombard in our Ruhr Valley city. Sounds good to me. And... hold on, Barbarian Scout? Maybe we should go back with our crossbowmen. I think we explored enough. We'll get rid of some of these barbarians. And military engineer. Let's grab that fort. Yep, sounds good to me. So that gives us a boost to ballistics. And we'll finish ballistics in 2 turns as a result. As for the worker, I mean builder, we'll get another farm down here. Can we get any more mines? Yes, at least one more. Yes, our empire is powerful and brilliant. Thanks for the compliment. But you won't get any favors with that. Rome wants a trade. That is an acceptable trade. So far, so good. 21 turns. And 5 turns to finish the wonder. Looking forward to that. We finished the neighborhood, nice. And we have enough faith to buy the naturalist. Let's do that. In Athens. I assume it has to be city. It can be any city, alright. So there we go. And production. Let's have a look. Archaeological museum. Probably. Alright, let's grab that. Because my plan is to get as many artifacts as possible. And see how much tourism we can get. If I can win a culture victory in this game, I will try. But I want to see and test the new tourism mechanics at least. Because culture victory works a little bit differently. It works very differently in Civ 6. So I would like to test that. Next. Where do you think you're going? That is a decent trade, we can accept that. So, 5 more turns for the theater. We'll get 2 random civics once that's completed. And we unlock the field cannon. So that's the next ranged unit upgrade. Which means we should be able to upgrade the crossbowman. 0 gold, really? Why is it 0 gold? Alright, I mean, that's fine. Can't complain about that. And I can't move through. Hey, get out of the way. We can explore in this direction. See if we find anything interesting and pick up a promotion for the privateer. Oh, that's really interesting. Plus 50 gold from coastal raids and obtain gold from naval victories. Can move after attacking, plus 10 combat strength versus naval units. Let's go for boarding. And what about the naturalist? Designate national park. So I assume we want an area with maximum appeal. Which means somewhere around here. Like this style, for example. I'm not sure how exactly that works just yet. That's why we got the naturalist to actually test it. But holy crap, these guys are expensive. We won't be able to get that many. Like maybe 2 more. And that's still a bit of a stretch. This seems like a reasonable location. Can we get some kind of info on that? So, national park. National parks, let's have a look. Naturalists may be purchased with faith, yes, we know that already. So, national parks can be built on a cluster of any of 4 contiguous hexes that meet the following requirements. The tiles must be natural wonders, mountains, or a tile with appeal of charming or better. All 4 of the tiles must be owned by the same city. The tiles must form a diamond shape. No tile can have an improvement or a district on it. A national park's tourism output is equal to the total appeal of all the tiles included in the park. Creating a national park will also give your civilization extra amenities. Okay, that is nice, but I'm not sure if we meet these requirements actually. We cannot have any districts or even improvements on these tiles. And they need to have a mountain, natural wonder, and or have an appeal of charming or better. So is this going to be a valid location? This tile? It should be? I guess we'll find out. No, I don't think it will be. We would have to remove some of these improvements, which feels a little bit awkward. Okay. We might have to go elsewhere, but I would really like to use the natural wonder, you know? Because that makes sense for a national park. We'll see on the next turn. Anything else? Oh yeah, the spy. Gain sources. Before we do anything else. And I still can't go through here. Come on people, move the heck out of the way. There's the field cannon. So keep it fortified. Or maybe move it elsewhere. Closer to the fort. With the pikemen. And move the knight or the pikemen into the city. Are we there yet? So, let's have a look. Well, we can't do it here. Oh yeah, the tiles have to be owned by the same city. Well then, that's a holy site, so that's a bit of a problem. This should be a valid location. There are no improvements. Appeal should be just fine. And it will form a diamond shape. So this should be a valid location for it. I guess we'll find out on the next turn. Yep. And let's go explore. There should still be... No, I don't want to go this way. There should still be some natural wonders. At least one more. Maybe we can find it. Move a unit into the city as garrison. And that's that. Suzerain status lost. That's not good. In which city? I mean, Hastosa. Okay, then. So, National Park. We still can't do it. Why not? That is interesting. I'm not sure why we can't do it, actually. It seems to meet the requirements, unless I'm mistaken. Let's check that again. National Parks. Okay, the tiles must be natural wonders, mountains, or a tile with an appeal of charming or better. I'm pretty sure we meet that requirement. Let's see. Charming. Yeah, these are all charming. They don't have any improvements. They belong to the same city. Well, let's wait one more turn. Because this should be a valid location right here. And back to Ephesus. Power plant? What about neighborhood? 13 out of 14 housing. We do have some good locations for neighborhoods. We could remove a farm to get some gold, but I think I'd rather get +6 on one of these. That makes sense. Or +5 on the grassland and keep the forests. This is supposed to be a production city, so keeping the forests for lumber mills makes sense. Especially when it's next to a river. But we could use this one. Lumber mills are better when they have a river next to them. So we could build it here for +6. Let's do that. I'm okay with this. And more production. No, that is not a very good location for a power plant. Let's not do that. Stock exchange, we will need that actually. Polysite, campus. Let's get stock exchange. Alright, and explore some more. We found the city. And we got a bombard. Just move it into the city as garrison. And the pikemen can stay on top of the encampment district. Not much else to explore here, I suppose, but we'll still do it. So, what about that naturalist? We need the next turn. This should be a valid location. Come on.
The best Bolshoi ballet.
Oh, we
is a
finished the
universe of
wonder, finally.
imagination, a place of magic and enchantment, beauty and romance. Its many worlds vibrate with graceful dances, glorious music, and sumptuous costumes.
So that will give us 2 random
The
civics.
best steel doesn't always
And we
shine the
finished
brightest.
research as well, nice. That unlocks the Eiffel Tower, which is a pretty nice wonder, I have to say. Also artillery and battleship. And the battleship actually requires coal. But
The
we have
effect of
coal,
the mass media is not
we
to
got
elicit
mass media,
belief,
not bad.
but to maintain the apparatus of addiction.
That unlocks the Broadway and Cristo Redentor. 2 great works of music slots, we need that.
A people without the
And
knowledge
cultural
of their
heritage.
past history,
Sydney
origin,
Opera
and
House.
culture is
3
like a
great
tree
works
without
of music
roots.
slots. +8 culture. +5 great musician points per turn. But look at the production requirement, and it has to be built on the coast. We will not be building that wonder. +100% tourism from great works of art and artifacts, okay? And shipwreck. What the heck is a shipwreck? Is that like an antiquity site, but... Yep, that's what it is. We can send an archaeologist, alright. We can start a national park. Right? Choose mission. No, that's a spy. Yes, we can designate national park. How do we do that? That is really strange. Let's pick our research first. So, what's available? Sanitation. That unlocks the medic, rifling. That unlocks the ranger, which is a recon unit. Sanitation is required for chemistry, which unlocks the research lab. I guess we'll go for sanitation, especially since that's only 3 turns. And production in Athens. Let's have a look. We need a power plant, especially since it will affect more than one city. And do we want to build a wonder? Also, what's up with that naturalist? How the heck does this even work? I'm a little bit confused how exactly this is supposed to work. Yeah, that's very odd. Oh, it's highlighted, so this is the only valid location for a national park. Why is this area not a valid location? I don't get it. These tiles meet all the requirements, so I don't quite understand why we can't do it here. Alright, I mean, we'll do it elsewhere then. It's just a little bit disappointing. There, we got a Eureka for radio. And he didn't actually have to be there. Alright. Fine. Do we want to build a wonder then? That's almost 40 turns. Let's grab a neighborhood district. Let's have a look. +5. We could replace a farm, but I don't really want to be honest. And more envoys. Hattusa. Let's get that one. Like so. And one more. I think I give up on Zanzibar. Let's get culture in our capital. And I'm going to make a cut here, continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.